many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner's side. Ready to try.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Good. 180. King. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Like that.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Good. 180. Hey, check. Like that.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down, Browns.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, 25 for Mike. Hey, box truck.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Chance is good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They go play action. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Wait, set. Wide, 80.
56 is the mark. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Alpha.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
3rd and 8.
Wait, set. Wide, 20. 56. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
On 3rd down, a run from White. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Pistol. Turn up. Turn up.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing, Mayfield. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, you don't understand me.
Hey, Delta.
Hey! 21, check my 21. 6 man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Hey, John.
3rd and long for Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Well, that throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gotta do better. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing again. Brady. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guaranteeing it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Hey, check it.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Hey, orbit. Regular.
To try again after the sack. Brady. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Landry. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Alpha. Check my 21. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
Mayfield now. And that will be incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Brady. He sets to fire deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
X3, 218, chopper, 150.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Sponge, rip, no. Sugar.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady escaping the pressure right. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. 80 weapons. 5.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw again. Fitzgerald, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
Look, squeeze.
Give me some. Give me some.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what?
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Vandy, Joe Williams, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
You draw Porker.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3.
2nd and 6. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, exit.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check Mike, check Mike. 53's the Mike. 53.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Up, up.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
To throw again on second down. Fitzgerald. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 6. Hey, lock it. Go. Go, go. Right up.
To throw on third down. Fitzgerald. Open man is Gordon, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down.
Joker, 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 Joker. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Bravo. Go.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
56 is the mic.
Go, go. This thing is a loss. We taking wins home.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Switch! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Watch out!
They'll run again with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Check 3, check 13, spill. Hey, switch, switch. Ringer, guys, fight.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now, how many times have we seen that? Third down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return will stop right around the 25. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
70, Indy, 61, Matchbox, Lights.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzgerald. Wide open receiver, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzgerald completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Fitzgerald is going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
218, chop. Undercrush.
To throw, Mayfield. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Here I come. Watch the screen. Pass.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? 10-2 start. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Look at me. Go. On the 5.
Throwing on 1st down. Fitzgerald. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
That's what I do. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down, Brown.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Let's go.
Good. 20.
Silver.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he stopped immediately there. Devin McCourty brings him down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's Mayfield. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Check the hot read. Slam.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
11 yards there, first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. New England on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here.